Hello everybody, my name is Michael Bowden and welcome to our Meet the Teacher presentation for 2020. A little bit different this year, and I'll be sharing my Meet the Teacher obviously online. Sadly, we can't be all together face to face right now, but I do look forward to meeting you all at the Settling In conferences next week and as the year progresses. So I hope this presentation is useful for you. I'm going to give you an overview of some things specific to our classroom really, and just letting you know a little bit about me as the classroom teacher and who is going to be supporting your children over the course of grade 2. Ms. Blamondon, Lisa will be sharing her head of grade presentation, so please do watch through that as well to get some more specific curriculum updates for grade 2. So myself and Miss Rita will be the teachers who are looking after your children this year. We've really enjoyed our first couple of weeks with them, settling them into grade 2, getting them used to the routines of the classroom. It's a very exciting year for them to be coming up from infant school and being new to the junior school. I've been at UWC for almost 6 years, and I've been lucky enough to work across grade 3 and grade 5 and now grade 2. So I feel as though I've got a really good understanding of the junior school curriculum and the path that your students are now on to middle school. So with that experience, I will certainly enjoy the challenge this year of welcoming them to the junior school, but also in preparing them with good routines and good strategies and skills to be able to be successful learners as they move through the junior school. So a very exciting year ahead. I'm really going to look forward to the year ahead in grade 2. So a little bit about me. Outside of the classroom, some of my interests are, I'm a very sporty person. I love my surfing. I love heading off on my surfing holidays, which I'm missing at the moment. I did my first Spartan race last year, so I love running. I love just keeping fit in general, playing tennis with some mates and just getting outside and enjoying the sunshine, really. A little bit about my family. So I said I grew up in Sydney. I'm from Sydney and I have worked in Sydney and in the UK. I worked in London for a little while when I first graduated from university. So this is my family in Australia. I have my mum and dad living up the north coast of Sydney. My 2 sisters both located in Australia, but one in Perth in Western Australia and one in Sydney. And these are my little nieces and nephews there who I'm very much looking forward to getting back to Australia to see, hopefully sometime soon. So I want to share with you a little bit about why I love working at UWC. It's been almost 6 years for me as a teacher at UWC, and I think one of the favourite things here is that we put an equal amount of importance and value on all of the aspects of our curriculum. I think looking at my class from last year here in grade 5, it's nice to see, the path where your students are heading towards. Such a diverse range of backgrounds, cultures, religions, interests, personalities, who all get along and support each other as friends and learners. And if you look at them on the right-hand side there, leading a lesson together in grade 5, learning from each other, being patient with each other, these are all the skills and qualities which we're developing your children to be able to work towards as grade 5 students before they head up to middle school. So I really love working with the children here with our inquiry-based approach to learning. There's so much collaboration and ability to question and direct their own learning. So it is a very exciting learning environment, and I do love working here. I think the thing that really keeps me coming back every day is the happy faces and the smiles and the opportunities to learn in and out of the classroom with each other and from each other. So these are our new students and our community of learners in 2MBO. We actually have 7 new students this year who have come to us from different parts of the world and different schools in Singapore and around the world. So we welcome all those new families to our community. You can see all of the students here in their first photos, and I bet when we look back on them at the end of the year, we'll see so much growth and change in all of their faces, and probably shoot up a couple of centimetres and grow so much as well. But look forward to welcoming all of these new students to our classroom and hope you have a great year. To the new families, please do reach out and ask questions if you need anything. We are a very welcoming community and a very supportive one. And despite the restrictions we're under, we are there for you to welcome you and answer any questions. We are currently learning in a very different environment although we're still managing to maintain a lot of the quality and good practice that we had before COVID. So the students are being placed in bubbles at the moment where they are learning alongside their classmates, and they stay within those bubbles whilst they're in the classroom. As we move forward, there will be 3 different bubbles that they will work in over the course of each 2-week time frame, and all of their materials for learning are kept inside these bubbles. So really at the moment, we're just aiming to develop those good routines, teaching them how to stay within their bubbles and the importance of staying in small groups. The timetable has been sent home with your children, and just a couple of key things to note are PE on Monday and Wednesday. Children should come in dressed in their PE gear. Library on Wednesday, just a reminder to help them be good self-managers and bring those library books in each Wednesday. And they are the main things from the timetable that you need to know. Languages obviously in these blocks here, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday. Your child will go off to their respective language class. These are the teachers who are supporting your children this year in their single subject learning areas. Scott DeVoe is our music teacher, Mrs. Maria is our art teacher, Mr. Crosby for PE and Miss Vidya for learning support. If you need their contact details, that's their initials down there for their emails, or you can ask me to put you in touch. Our language teachers here, again, if you need any contact or anything from them, please ask and I will put you in touch with them as well. Ben Clapp is our Vice Principal for grades 2 and 3, and he's such an asset to our junior school. Fellow Australian, Ben is just super enthusiastic and has so many great ideas to support the primary school students under his care, and I really enjoy working with Ben. Your first point of contact for any issues that you have should always be me, please, if you have a question. If you need to speak to heads of grade, I can always put you in touch, but try and reach out to me if appropriate and speak to me first about anything that's happening. But of course we have Lisa, who is our head of grade, and Ben, who oversees grades 2 and 3, and they are always willing to support you as well. Some ways that you can support your children over this year are some really important ones, that I have those discussions and make sure you're asking them open-ended questions when they come back. Get them talking. Try to avoid the yes and no questions. Encourage lots of play after school, mixing with other students, learning to mix with new students, making new friends, getting them out of the house as much as possible and moving. Safe, responsible and respectful is the language we use in our classrooms, and this is a part of our unit of study in providing safe, respected and responsible learning environments. And those words, if you can incorporate those into your discussions at home, that would be really helpful, that we have a common language. Please do support grade 2s in setting up systems at home to become better self-managers. One of our skills that I've just shown you on the next slide. Things like packing their own bags, packing their own lunches, having some things to do to set them up for a successful day of learning. Good sleep every night. I can see lots of tired children at the moment getting used to these new longer days and different routines after their long break. We keep developing all these skills and qualities every day, every week at UWC, and we'll come back to them regularly. Okay, but I think at the moment, encouraging resilient learners and good self-managers would be 2 to focus on. You know, students will come home from time to time with unhappy faces, and just modelling that that's part of life and that's okay. Not every day is going to be all smiley and happy, and just giving them some support and some encouragement of how to get through those tough times. And I guess that's obviously something to communicate to me as well. Please use your email accounts to get in touch at the moment. That's the best way to contact me. I will send out announcements every week over Seesaw, and the e-brief is obviously a weekly update from the head of primary school and from the heads of grade, which has more curriculum focus. So I will send out a weekly update over Seesaw. Any questions, please email me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you do email me throughout the day, just remember that, you know, with 23 students around, I'm not always able to access that email immediately. So if you do have something urgent, please include the junior school office and they will send a more direct message straight up to my classroom. Otherwise, sometimes those messages do slip through and are missed, especially after lunch towards the end of the day. If you have any queries about buses or activities, can I encourage you, and please ask for your support in emailing these people directly and copy me in on the email as well, because if you email me with a bus change or an activities change, then I just have to go and forward that to these activities and bus as well. So it just helps me a little bit in cutting down that email chain, and it gives them a direct message of what's happening as well. But please do copy me in. Birthdays are a little bit different right now. So we've had a couple of birthdays already, and I'm just asking that without any ability to share foods at the moment and bring in donuts and cakes, that you please just send in one treat for your child, maybe a cake or a donut for them to have at break time. And then we will do our best to make it a really fun afternoon and have a little bit of games and a birthday song where we clap along and enjoy a birthday song for the birthday person in the class. But yeah, we just can't do shared food at the moment. Hopefully that might change. So I will look forward to meeting you all next week with the Settling In conferences. You should have received some communication about that one. Any problems with that, let me know. And if you just want to have a conversation over Zoom or a Google Meet rather, just please let me know and I will reach out to you. But just look forward to meeting you all next week in those Settling In conferences. I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful year ahead. I'm really enjoying myself so far with Grade 2. So keep asking those questions, keep discussing the day with your children and asking them how they're doing. I'll see you all next week, and all the best for a great year. Thank you very much for listening, and please do check in with Ms. Plamondon's presentation from Head of Grade. Thanks, everybody.